entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gab-fed show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. You have the code of the machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to obey if you never did. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
And do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl, the movement dedicated to empowering men, uniting brothers, and building a strong coalition. This is more than just a conversation. It's a call to action. Join us as we uplift, support, and inspire men worldwide. Because together, we don't just talk, we lead, we grow, and we conquer. Are you ready to be part of the coalition? Let's dive in.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Darryl. I'm your host.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Shaw. We got Darryl on the other end. So today, bro, we're gonna talk about a topic that kind of affect a lot of men, dog. You know, it's kind of, whether you climbing the corporate ladder, whether you running your own business or trying to do whatever you're trying to manage your finances or whatever. Doc. Today we're gonna talk about men in business, purpose, pressure, and power. We're going to talk about that today, dog. We're going to talk about, we're going to get these, we're going to jump into some stuff, man. It's going to try to help, the men. Let me turn down sound like I'm really loud for some reason, dog. Loud. I had to turn down my gain a little bit. But yeah, we're going to talk about, man, some stuff that's going to, the world of business shapes how we see ourselves as men. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump right into it, dog. We're gonna get into
That's good.
Over the next hour, we're gonna talk about the hustle, the grind, the setbacks, the wins, how faith and integrity keeps us grounded. We're gonna get into it, dog. So all right, let's get into the first segment. But see, every time I get up here, y'all, this is how it go. I'm gonna tell y'all how it go.
I already know what it is, bro.
So they'll know. Every time you get up here, right, to start doing some on your technology side of stuff, right? Guess what happened? Your phone, your computer, something. It always mess up. Like I had everything set perfect.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I had everything set perfect, man. Like we was getting ready to roll right into this thing seamlessly, y'all.
Yeah.
Guess what? Technology.
Right.
All right. So let's be real. Money is important. It is important. But purpose is more powerful. A man who builds wealth without purpose ends up empty. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans succeed. That's not about overnight riches. It's about building something meaningful. So, bro, you in business, right? So you do your gun classes and stuff like that. And basically, like in church, right? It's kind of like running a business.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. So what do you think, man, like as a man trying to run a business? So you already got the, can we just be real, y'all? Like, you already a black man.
Yeah.
Competing against other people.
Yeah.
Right. So
right. I feel where you're going. We'll go ahead.
So how competitive is it? How do you have to drop? Like, I'm trying to word it in a way like, okay, all right, everybody else charges, say, for every little piece that they do, whether it be gun rentals, bullets, and all whatever they charge, right?
That's true.
How much of a hit do you think you taking? Because that's, to me, that's pressure. When you got to take a hit, you competing against people, you got to drop your prices almost doggone. T-move prices almost, brother.
Yeah, man. And when you look at the way we do our classes, right? And it's like, when they always say numbers, it's a numbers game. We do $80, right?
Yep.
That's including we supply the ammo, we supply the guns, whatever. Let you try them out, see which one suits you, feel comfortable, the one that feels the most comfortable to your hand, right?
Yep.
And if we went to $80, I mean, we $80. If we went to $100, it's only $20 difference, right?
Right.
You will hear them screaming, but we don't do it like that anyway. We just go on to stick with the $80. That was kind of like the going rate when we started. But still, I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room like you was coming with. But like, as far as the black guys doing it, you still have people that's gonna go to the white guys,
regardless.
With their gun classes. Like I said, even though I have the same training, we had the same training. We had to go to these classes, right? We had the same training. We tapped in with the state. We got state accredited license. All that. We got the same, concealed carry books, everything, right? And these guys over here charge $100 for the class alone. They charge another $20 for gun rental. They charge another $20 for ammo rental. You buy a box of ammo, right? So at the end of the day, you're looking at $140, $160 when you go to their classes. To those other guys' classes. But they'll go to them because, like, especially like you have some guys that, like deputies or sheriffs might do classes too, right?
Right.
A lot of people kind of go to those guys. They feel like, because they are telling the people the same thing that we are telling them. State accredited now, certified,
same thing.
But they ready to go over there versus come to us.
So that's basically kind of like the hustle and the pressure, because you gotta hustle. Just like when you think about men in business, right? You think about, the strength, the confidence, the control, and all that, but they don't see like for example, they don't see you.
Right.
All they see is they come in class, you confident in what you're doing.
Right.
You got control of the class. You all this stuff you got going on, but they don't see the back end.
Right.
That sometimes you doing this stuff, man, almost free, almost sometimes, because
you pretty much break even. And the reason why I brought up the I know some people, how you get people in the comments, what I'm saying, about the black and the white, how the United States is divided right now. But the reason why I say I brought that issue up, because we already know, tapped in on that for the people in the comments. I already know what time it is. It's a difference when you have black guys training like in guns, with guns and stuff like that. A lot of people are going to go to the white guys. It's just what it is. You can come up and debate me if you want to, but I'm tapped in behind the scenes with this business. I know what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I put that little nugget in there. But back to what you were saying though, you're right, man. It's like, you kind of, like I said, you kind of like breaking even or doing it for free the way we do it. You know what I'm saying? because we provide lunches too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See,
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of people don't. A lot of people don't see that. You know, then you got the pressure. You're like just men in general in business. You know, they carry so much pressure because they gotta succeed. They got the pressure to succeed, the pressure to never fail, the pressure to never look weak, the pressure, all this pressure that's put on them. So that means they got to hustle even more. It sometimes to the point where men neglect their families. You know what I mean? They neglect their families because, hey, I gotta get to the bag is what they call it. I gotta hustle. I gotta do X, Y, Z. Not knowing sometimes, man, that I know sometimes it says pressure that and it will push you into greatness, but sometimes it'll break you down. It'll make you get to the point, man, if it don't go your way, you get grouchy, they get mean, and because they're making it all about money, they can neglect family, all that. Just as being a man, that's the pressure. Women, me personally, I just don't think that women have that type of pressure when they go into business.
No. And another thing, man, with my business, the business that we do, you know what I'm saying, is like when you talk about the pressure. Now, for instance, for me, now we took some time off back during the summer when it was really hot because
for sure.
Because our gun range is outside. We don't have an indoor range, so we do it on the ground outside. So when them days it was like 110, 115, we kind of took a chill. And another reason why we kind of took a chill because, like you said, with the pressure, you starting off with the class. When you do when you see my flyers, you send me the flyers over. I had you do them for me a lot of times. When they see the flyers, a lot of times we may start off with 15, 20 people. But when come class day, you might have 3 people show up.
You see,
maybe 4. It started getting to that point, right? So, but what we do is we'll go ahead on and train. If it's 3 people show up, we'll train them like it's 40, like it's 30. You know what I'm saying? We don't turn them away. We're gonna be like, well, we were slated for 20, but only 3 or 4, maybe 5 people showed up. No, we go ahead and train them because I look at it like this. If they put the effort in to get up, to spend their Saturday. They come and get something that's desperately needed. We go ahead on and run it. You know what I'm saying? So that's pressure too. Like, do I go ahead on and go with this class or do I cancel it? You know what I'm saying? But I don't never cancel, even when it's raining. We shoot outside in the rain.
Yeah, man, and that goes to a lot of the second part of what men do. Well, they have to do, and it sounds like what you're doing is purpose over profit. So you feel as though like, hey, you know what, if they come and they make the effort and I know they really want it and I can see they really want it, then I'm gonna go ahead
and run it.
Yeah, go ahead and run it because there's a bigger purpose behind it, because you want to make sure people can get weapons, get it concealed and stuff like that versus, well, you know what, ain't but like 3 people. I mean, I can't do. I got to have at least 20.
Yeah, and see, we look at it too, man. The way we do it, we look at it as a ministry.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, purpose. We look at it as a ministry. So like I said, we get 4 or 5 people. We slated for 20 or 25. We get 5. We run them. We run them. We run the 8-hour class just like if it's 5, we run it like it's 50 in there.
Yeah, and you got to, because like you said, it's more of a, when you look at it from the ministry perspective, it makes it you don't look at it for money. You think about it, people serving church all the time for free, volunteer. You got volunteers everywhere and stuff like that. So it's kind of like you're giving your services and not looking at the money. And that's where we're men, we gotta start looking at it from that way, because I understand you want to leave a legacy, and you do need to leave a legacy. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you got to make sure that you do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose. Like some guy, I've seen some people, man, they chase money so much. They just neglect their kids. They just, it's whole family. They just, they run about, early in the morning, go to the business, get home 12 o'clock at night, everybody sleep.
Right.
Hey, we up against the break.
Okay.
You need breaks. I got to start paying attention.
Yeah, we'll be rolling, man.
Yeah, we'll be right back, y'all, after the break.
All right.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 backed sponsorship group page. For every Veterans Wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathacrossamerica.org/MBR. Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk
Yes,
133 with Charles and Daryl.
Yes,
So
sir.
today we talking about men in business, purpose, pressure, and power. So one of the things when I was doing this research, I found that I thought was kind of important that a lot of men don't do. The failures that we don't talk about, like in business, you know, in business, like that's this what they put on you. In business, failure isn't an option, right? But guess what? It's a guarantee. You gonna fail.
Yeah, you're right.
It ain't no question about it. It's just how you recover after they said two types of riders. Motorcycle riders.
Right. Okay.
Those that been down and those girls gonna go down. There's only two riders.
Yeah, I've been down before back in the day, military day. I done been down. Yeah, I know how they feel.
So ain't but two types. It's the same thing with business. It's a guarantee that you gonna fail. Like, what do you I think what men should do, like, for example, right?
Okay.
You and I collectively had like 10, 11 properties, 1.2, 1.3 million worth of properties, right? The bottom fell out. But I thought strategic enough to make sure to have exits in place. I built relationships, so when the market was 2008 fell, right? I had exits in place. So instead of them just me sitting there, what I'm gonna do, exits. Dude come, he bought 6 at one time. You know what I'm saying? One pop, bam.
Right.
So when y'all fail in business, what you gonna do after? I mean, if somebody punch you in the face, how you gonna handle it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna hit back, or you gonna just go get in the car and be like, you got me that time, dog? I give him the next time. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Like, that's the same thing with business. You got to get up. But what happens is, and you know this to be so, it's too many people, too many men, because we're talking about men tonight.
Yeah.
Too many men that carry that shame.
Right.
Like the failed business, lost jobs, messed up investments. And I said I was talking about the men, right? And I am. But let me say this to the women. If the man fail, don't shame him. Don't publicly shame him. Like, don't
kick him while he down. Don't do that.
Yeah, just pat him on the back. So look at it. Look, it happened. It wasn't an option. It was a guarantee. But this is what I did. While you was doing all that, this is what I did. I put this in place, this in place, this in place. because I knew eventually it may fail. Right. Don't stump him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put on your Tim's and just stump him all the way out in front of family and all of that.
And that's why I tell guys too, man, that they, you know, they trying to do something, like you said, we talking about business, you know, and if it fail or whatever, man, just, hey, man, just be like, yo, dog, man, I tried, man, it didn't fall right, man. So, you know, I had to fold up the tent, man. So I'm gonna try. I'm looking at some new ventures. You know, I'm gonna try something else. But man, I thought I had it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it didn't. The chips didn't fall where I thought they were gonna fall. And then everybody they're gonna respect you. But like I said, if you're trying to hide and duck every time you see them, you know, that's when like when the guys get shamed. Since we talking about me and tonight.
Yeah.
We at the front of the congregation tonight.
Yes, sir.
But when we fail, like, don't try to hide, cause they gonna find you. They gonna see you. Not saying that they just literally looking for you.
Yeah, but they're gonna run into you.
Yeah, because they always know that, yo, you know, it'll be just like us, right? Let's use us for an example.
Yep.
Everybody seen us on Facebook and all this stuff, you know, with the podcast. You know, I showed this, that,
all
whatever,
over the
right?
internet, everywhere. Yep.
Yeah. So if something happened, and you know the show no longer goes on, we be like, yo, dog, hey, we gave it a shot, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no need for just duck out and be like trying to hide. They be like, yo, hey man, what happened to y'all, man? You know, y'all had t-shirts and all this and nice background setup stuff, like, you know, what happened?
Everything. What happened?
Yeah, you know, we trying to run and duck and dodge and hide. No, just own it, man. Be like, yo, man, you know, hey, you know, we just, hey, it just, you know, we thought we had it. I'm just, you know, using this as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we thought we had it, but, you know, I guess this internet thing is kind of oversaturated or whatever. Everybody's jumping on this, you know, the internet. So, you know, it is what it is, you know. Just own it, you know what I'm saying? You know.
And that's the thing, man, you know, you can fail.
Yeah.
Failure can be a teacher. But the thing about it, man, you gotta be willing to learn. Like me, when we had to sell all those properties, right? Now, what I learned from that was to help other men be able to structure real estate deals or even buy houses from the knowledge that I learned. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, my whole take on it with men, y'all got to help other men, bro. We got to help other men. It ain't it's no option. It ain't no option. If you got something that he needs, just help. How would it look? Just how would this look? All right.
Okay. Go with it.
I'm sitting over here. I got the mic. I got the little headphones. I got the mixer. I got the thing behind me. Me and you together on the same show, and I ain't told you about none of this.
Right.
I ain't tell you how to do none of this. You sitting over there with, you know, got you in the car recording and you talking into the phone and it's all raggedy.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. I know exactly what you're saying.
Why not just share the information, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give him a scripture reminder too. Micah 7:8. Though I fall, I'll rise. If you fall, get your little self back up, dust your little Levi's off or your little Wranglers or whatever you got on. Might even have some Jordache. I don't know. Get up, dust them off. And get on back up. That's all.
Old school. Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. Sometimes,
but yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right, because when you look at guys that do that, like what you just said, like you know, you shared a lot of stuff with me of what I need to do, what I need to, you know, tap into or get or whatever. If we're gonna, you know, be on the show to look professional, right?
Yeah.
Because I will always tell everybody, you know, you are tech savvy. So you know what time it is, right? But some people that do that don't like what you said, like if you hadn't told me the mixers and the mics and you know, I'm finally getting my internet situated, you know, so I won't be freezing up on y'all. But that's a story for another day. But like I said, get back to what I was saying was that's the guys that you go into business with, that they want to be the star.
There you go.
They want you. Yeah, they want you to be like, oh man, my man raggedy, but my boy here, he's tight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of tapping in, telling me what what I need to get in, so both of us can just so the show as a whole can look good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah,
that's what that way it gotta be. I see people do it all the time. You know, men, I've seen them do it. You know, and you know, if anybody asks me for for information, I'm gonna willingly give it. If I know it, I'm not. Another thing, me and y'all gotta do too, because y'all at the front of the congregation.
Oh yeah,
that y'all gotta. If you don't know, it's okay to say you don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Don't be giving folk bad advice and then they go out there and follow your advice and then they mess up. And me and y'all got to ask too, like, hey, have you ever done it before?
Right.
No, but you know, I seen a YouTube video that showed me how to go.
But you right though, man. It go back to what I was just pretty much saying too, because it'll be almost a situation like, okay, you got your mixers, you got everything set up, and I ain't gonna even ask you, hey man, how do you get that? How do you set this up? How do you know you do this? I'm gonna just, like you said, look at YouTube and try to set something up. I ain't gonna get it, but I see how your stuff is running. I'm gonna ask you what's going on so I can get some stuff that's compatible.
Yeah.
You know, to kind of look like your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's all you got to do. Just like you said, ask.
Right. And shout out to Joel. When I went through the training, he told me exactly what I need to get. He's like, hey, you need to get this. This is gonna go better with this. You know, help me set up everything. Now, what if I had been like, you know what, I got it, and I'm just like, you know what, I ain't gonna get on no more trainers. I got it now. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
I got it. And I get up there sound like a hot mess.
Right.
Because this is, I'm gonna tell you, that's exactly what was happening. And I got on the training with him. And guess what it was? Just one button. That's it.
On the mixer.
On the mixer. Just one button to push on the mixer. Now, what if I didn't want to listen to Joel? I'm like, hey, Joel, I appreciate you. Hey, I got it now. Thank you.
Right.
Man talk, we got it now.
Yeah, we said thank you, but no thank you. We good.
Appreciate you, Joel, but we got this now. And we would have been up here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's like letting somebody bake the cake. They put all, they can bake this gorgeous, nice, delicious cake. And when they finish, get it out of the oven and everything, you got it. You want to put the frosting on it.
Yeah, they did all the hard work.
Yeah, and tell everybody that you did it. Yeah, there's some,
This cake I made. You know what I'm saying?
I got it. Don't worry about it. I appreciate your help. Thanks, but no thanks. I got it. And the only thing I would do is just put the frosting on the cake.
And that's exactly how, not all, but some men, they do. And it's kind of counterproductive because they already behind and you give them the wrong advice or wrong information, you set them back even further. Versus saying, hey, look, call brother so-and-so. He got experience in that. I don't have it. Just talk to him. You know, he got it. He probably can walk you through. I've never done it. I've heard of it. Just be honest. All y'all got to do is be honest, man. Faith, family, and finance. Oh man, men often struggle to balance business success with family. We talked about and faith. Some gain the world but lose their home. Not they soul, they home. Others get stuck in a cycle, providing but never be present. That's what we're just talking about. You got some men that, bro, they at work all at the business all the time.
Right.
And how can you when you're chasing money like that, dog, how can you be a dad like that if you're chasing money like that all the time? And you ain't even really like paying no attention to your kids. Right. It don't make sense. So you got to have some type of a balance, you know what I mean, to make that work.
And I'm gonna tap back in on that subject too when we come back from the break.
Yeah. Because we kind of close up to it, but I just want men, don't get so caught up in your business that you neglect everything else. You neglect your wife, you neglect your life every day, 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday.
Right.
you at that business and your house falling apart. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're gonna make this break this time, y'all. We'll be right back after the break.
It's time for a vacation, and Fairway Travels is here to share great specials for you to choose from. Discover the charm and features of one of Sandal's 16 all-inclusive, luxury-included, adults-only resorts, or a family-friendly beaches destination in the Caribbean. Or how about a couples resort in Jamaica? If cruising's your preference, get Thunderstroke aboard Carnival Cruise Lines or set sail on an award-winning Royal Caribbean ship. Join Virgin Voyages now for a wonderful adults-only sailing. It doesn't matter if you choose to travel by plane, train, automobile, cruise ship, or rowboat, we can help you reach your dream destination. Contact Fairway Travels today at 228-365-1012. That's 228-365-1012. Or email bookitnow247@gmail.com. Fairway Travels, where your journeys keep satisfying.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man
Yes,
Talk.
sir. Yes, sir.
With Charlotte. Now, hey man, y'all reach out to Red, man. Tell them, Man Talk sent y'all over there. Y'all take y'all a little vacation, man. Y'all, it get close to the end of the year. Red will look out for you.
Yeah. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
but you're gonna tap into some after the break. Talking about the balance and all of that.
Oh yeah, we was talking. Yeah, what I was gonna say was like, even with the little business that we do, like with the gun stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, it ain't no major business. Well, like you in banking or finances, whatever. You trying to be at the office all the time, but like you were saying with the balance.
Yeah.
So what I came up with the balance during the summer months when it was really hot. That's when I took a chill pill, if you want. That's old school right there.
Yeah,
I took some time off from classes because I started seeing low attendance. Right, so we started getting low attendance. Everybody wanted to come to the class. So we post the class. We expecting 18 to 25. We get the people in the class. Only 5 show up.
Wow.
3 show up. 4, 2 here and there. Whatever. Right. So what I did, I backed off from posting them, until the weather broke. Like we got one coming up next Saturday, right?
Yep.
But with the weather, it's a little bit cooler, so it's been a while since we had one. So we'll probably get some nice attendance on this one, right? But like I was saying, with the balance, the reason why I did that because all the stuff that I have to put into it, I got to get the snacks, I got to get the ammo. I'm getting all this stuff by myself now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying is more of a purpose for you than a profit.
Right. And instead of me trying to go out here, I'm trying to help y'all in the community, get yourself straight. I said, you know what? I said, with the low attendance, like the way it is, I'm going to take these Saturdays off myself, and me and my wife, family, we going out, enjoy Saturday versus me going down here trying to, help y'all out and y'all telling me y'all coming, only 2 show up. Because, it really ain't about the money, because like you said, it's really Temu prices.
It's for real.
You know what I'm saying? That we give. So I'm saying, and I looked at it like this too. I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and take the summer off. Me and my family, we're going to enjoy the weekends and stuff like that. I said, because, hey, we conceal. All of us conceal. My house is fortified like Fort Knox.
Sure.
Hey, if y'all want to play around, y'all play around. But I ain't going to waste my time on a Saturday. Wait for y'all, y'all telling me y'all coming, y'all pushing for classes. I set them up and 2 people show up.
Yeah.
So that was the balance. I was like, I shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And this something I read, man, that was so true when it talks about, men having that balance. It says your business is temporary. Your legacy is eternal. Your wealth, the wealth you pass down isn't just financial, it's character, wisdom, and faith. How you gonna pass any of that down when you ain't at home to pass it down to them?
Exactly. You're right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't there. So how you gonna pass that down to anybody?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, I know some people that got caught in that money cycle. You know, they want good for their kids.
Right.
You know, so but you gotta have y'all gotta have a balance. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Because you gotta be there for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me see. Building brotherhood in business. No man in business should walk alone. We need mentors, which is true partners, the right partners, the right mentors, and the right brothers. I'm gonna put all that in front of it. We got to have the right mentors, the right partners, and the right brothers who hold us accountable. We don't need nobody that ain't gonna, they sitting back wanting you to fail. Now, how messed up would it be if you got a mentor? You know he mentoring you the wrong way.
Yeah, there's turn off there, dog. I'm definitely out. I'm like, you know what? I'm out.
Yes, Shark Tank.
You know what I'm saying? Shark Tank, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know, you could pick up on guys like that too. You be like, yo, bro, you really gonna do me like this, man? That's what I be saying when I pick up on guys like that. Because I'm pretty good at discernment, picking up on people when they, you know, shady or whatever. Like you said, you know, I'll be like, bro, you gonna try to actually run this game like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, you know, I don't even entertain it.
They definitely would try to do that, and men gotta be careful too. If you got a great idea and you gotta make sure that you don't give too much of it away to the let me look, the mentors, the partners, and the brothers. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure. I said brothers.
Run them names again.
Mentors, partners, and brothers. You got to make sure.
Them last two devastating. Partners and brothers.
Partners and brothers. When you run, that's my partner. Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, we go way back.
Brother from another mother. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
And that be the ones that'll get you every time. As soon as they get enough of your ingredients, they gonna go make their own barbecue or whatever.
Yeah.
Make your head spin. You're gonna be like, yo, this is crazy. And you come to find out it's your recipe.
Right. Oh yeah. Comment section. We talking about the brothers from another mother, not us two now.
Yeah.
Cause you know how they'll take that sound bite and run with it. Like my man did the other day. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Come on, y'all, stop it.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, brother, stuff y'all be doing, man. Like,
we talking about like brother from another mother. Be like, oh boy, here you go.
And you know what's crazy, man? Like, and men gotta know this. Too many men make decisions in isolation and pay the price. Like if you don't know how to get yourself out of it, and you got people around you that can help, yo, just bro, ask. It's okay. Look, some people, well, you know, I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, well then you figure it out, and then once you waste all this time and effort and money and start losing money, then you can come back to me and I'll give you the right advice. I don't want your idea. I got a thriving business, 2-3 of them, so I don't want your idea. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, just anyway, y'all make sure y'all pick the right. The mom said again, the right partners and brothers. Make sure you do it, dog, because that be the ones that'll get you. Strong leaders build networks, not just for profit but for growth. Just like you're doing, like you're doing it for not for profit. You're making some money off of, but it's not like you're doing it every time they come. Charge everything. I don't care what. You want to use that pencil as a $1 rental fee on that pencil.
Yeah, and see,
everything.
See, that's what the you know, there ain't no shade to the other guys, you know, that do those classes like that. That's, you know, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, they post when they post their flyers. That's how they do it. You know, it's a rental for everything, and you know, hey, it's gun rental. You know, you got to buy a box of ammo from them. You know, you got to do this. We supply everything. One thing you just got to just show up with $80 and hey, you in there.
Don, let me ask you this. I think I know it's gonna sound crazy, the ones that I'm gonna say. If you could sit down with any business mentor alive or gone, who would it be and why? I know I'm gonna say something crazy. Folk I'm probably gonna get some comments on this one.
Okay. I say I would sit down with he's still here though.
Who that?
I think I know him a little bit, not personally, but I'm just saying I would sit down with Damon John.
Come from
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, yeah.
He seemed like he pretty cool, like he got his head on straight. He done put some people in the right directions before, because I've heard him talk about that. I would talk shit with him, but I'm interested to hear who you got.
Doc, I'll go with Warren Buffett and Elon Musk. I know they're gonna say something about Elon, but Elon Musk.
Man, hey, Elon, it is what it is, man. What about our Amazon guy?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos. I about to say him. Them three I would like to sit down with. Okay. And talk. Reason being is that, for me, the way I see it, in order to get where you want to get to, you got to follow people that's already been there. So if you want to be a billionaire, why not follow them people? They all multi-billionaires. And another one I would love, he ain't here no more, I would love to sit down with would have been Steve Jobs. Yeah. With Apple.
And all those guys right there are good now. They the best. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that. But I'll go ahead on and address our dude in the comment section real quick. My bro said Elon Musk, he would like to sit down with him on as a business opportunity to see and tap into his mind. So just make sure you listen to the whole show. Before you come here, because he gonna take that sound bite and say, "Oh, you rolling with Elon?"
Matter of fact, Elon, if this get to your desk some type of way, Elon, I got some shoes that I designed for you, bro. You need to see them. I get some technology we need to talk about. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that. You ain't talking about the Elon Musk in the White House. You talking about the Elon, the business side.
We talking about the business Elon. I ain't talking about the other one that's in there doing all that other weird stuff, bro. Like what is going on, man? I told you every time I get up here, dog, and I got 4 calls coming through at the same time.
Come on, bro.
I don't even know how it's possible. I ain't lying. I got one potential spam. I got another one. I don't even know how it's possible. But hey,
I've been getting them spams a lot, man. They be tripping.
And then when it pop on like this, y'all, my bad, y'all. It kicks me out of where I am. You know what I'm saying? Like it kicks me. All right, I'm back where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, so now we got a little time. Walking in integrity, Doc. Business is more than just dollars. We didn't establish that already.
Yep.
Its purpose is about integrity, purpose, and impact. And I do feel like, you're helping people learn how to use firearms safely and how to conceal them is impact, because they feel a little bit more secure.
You're protecting their families.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. They're able to protect their families. They're able to, protect themselves, and they go to work, ride by themselves, especially women, if they ride by themselves.
Yep.
They're like, hey, hey, bro, I'm good now. You can play if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, since you brought the women up, the men on deck tonight, but one thing I can say now, when we do have them classes, like, the ones that do sign up, I can pretty much, let y'all know that the women show up.
Oh yeah, they always do. They show up in church.
They show out the dudes, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to, they're gonna take the shortcut, then they're gonna get caught because they're trying to take the shortcut, carry a concealed a weapon, and they ain't got no license, conceal license, right? Then they got to turn around and come right back to the class because they need to get the certificate because their lawyer told them to come and get the certificate so they can dismiss the case. So why don't you just come on and get it from the start? If you don't get it from me, go get it from somebody.
You're gonna need it. You're definitely gonna need it. They definitely gonna need it. I don't, I'm just saying, bro, like the impact, it men, when y'all in business, just do it where to have just an impact. I ain't saying you can't be in it, to make money. Yeah, you're supposed to be in business to make money, but I've been to some places, dog, and I promise you, I'm like, brother, y'all charge for everything, bro. Like, can I have like an extra little bit of sour cream? Oh yeah, it's $2 for that. For sour cream?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. Like it makes no sense. But we up against the break. We'll be back to finish up right after the break, y'all.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 backed sponsorship group page. For every veteran's wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathsacrossamerica.org/MBR. Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to
Yes, sir.
It was Charlotte and Dara. This is the last segment, bro. We're gonna finish it up with where were we at? What were we talking? Integrity. That's it, dog. Integrity. Yeah. So I would just say, man, like, we talked about the hustles, the failures, the balance, the brotherhood, and the scripture that that comes to mind is Mark 8:36. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Like the other part saying lose his house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like lose your house. That means, bro, your kids don't know you. Your wife she didn't probably all about gone.
Yep.
Your dog don't even know. He bark at you when you come. Who this stranger coming in?
Right, you right.
His dog just forgot about you, dog. He don't even know you go so much.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all take the time, man. Just take the time just to
man.
Don't make it so much about money.
Yeah, especially though, like you say, I know what I was talking about with little things that I do, even though I consider as being a ministry.
Yeah.
Even though you can slash business, but that's small potatoes compared to these like big time, real estate agents and stuff like that. Those guys making that money like that, man. You just take some time off, bro. You got plenty of paper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take some time off, man. You know what I'm saying? You on vacation. Like, matter of fact, if you're on vacation, they may not be on vacation, but they may be on vacation still trying to do a deal.
For real.
Like I said, the kids want you to come play with them in the water at the beach or something or whatever.
Yeah.
When you over there trying to do a deal, like just put the phone and the computer down, man.
Yeah, dog, especially when you sitting on millions. I can see sometime now if you on the bottom, you trying to struggle to get your first one, and once you sitting on, you ain't gotta be sitting on millions. You could be sitting on a couple 100,000. You going on vacation, just detach. Just ain't nothing wrong if you got a business that you call and you check, hey, everything good. Y'all need me for anything? Now I'm not going to so and so for a couple of hours. I ain't gonna be reachable.
Right.
So everything good. You know what I mean? So I can see that point, man. Then then it says the challenge of the week. Take one step this week to align your business and your work with your values, whether it be being present at home more, investing in a relationship with your wife and your kids, or committing your plans to God. Because I'm gonna tell you, but do it with integrity. Because I'm telling you, if God ain't in it, you can forget it.
You got that right. You right
it
about
ain't
that.
Sustainable, dog. It just ain't. You're not gonna have the right strategy like you think you have. You're gonna be hooking up with the wrong people. You're gonna be taking your money, and now your wife then told you, "Hey, I told you that she got a relationship with the Lord. She can hear, and she can see, but no, you don't want to have one. You want to do it all on your own,
your way
or no way." And and then now you get yourself in a place where she's like, you can't get mad with him when she said, "Hey, I told you." I mean, I tried to tell you a long time ago that he was not the one for you. But guess what? Now you're going through all this shame, and now you got to go through all this pain. This man in the mirror unmasking the pain. Now you got to go. Let's talk about that. The kind we don't admit. Were you embarrassed? You got to reject when everybody has told you not to do it, and you like, "Hey, man, get out!" Y'all ain't got. I'm the business person in the house. I got this. And now you got all these mistakes. You got all these bad mistakes and wounds that you ain't never processed. It's like they sitting in a queue. They just waiting which one you gonna process first. But now, guess what you do? Just keep carrying it on and on and on and on until you explode on somebody.
That's the boastful ones right there. Put that there to boast all the time. You can't tell them nothing.
Nah, you got
like, yo, dog, man, I don't know about old buddy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you said, you can't tell them nothing.
Cannot do it
until it implode. When it implode, hey, man, I told you, man, that joke won't, it won't right.
You know what? Let me say this to men, because we talking about men, talking to the men about men and business. But it is a lot to come with it. The pressure. You want to be in power. I know some men. Let me talk about this too. Some men want to be in business, but that dream collapsed. Hey, y'all get back up. It's just like a tornado. Tornado come through, knock people's houses down. What they do? Rebuild. That's all you got to do. Your dream didn't work out the way you wanted the first time. Hey, rebuild. Don't let nobody talk you out of it, because what ends up happening is you keep hiding that pain, hiding it. And then all it does is get hard.
But you know what? Yeah, you know what though? I think I said it earlier. When their business fail, the best thing to do is just to go ahead on and admit it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because see, the longer you try to hide it, the more the pressure gonna build, and the more people gonna start picking. Laughing at you like, "Hey, man, I told them cats, man, they won't do nothing, man. They won't, this, that, whatever." But you go ahead on in there, you like, "Look, man, hey, man, I tried it, man. Like I said earlier, the chips, they just didn't fall my way. I got to look at some other avenues, you know what I'm saying? And then the next time when you go back at it and try to build again, just build in secrecy or in silence, because if you tell them same ones that's laughing at you when you fail and you trying to build again, they're going to really pile on you. Then they're going to be like, "Oh, man, you just failed last week. Like, how you think you gonna get another business started off the ground? And you just failed at the last one."
I'm telling you, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
and then make sure you get a good woman behind you, because I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, y'all, if I had to count how many businesses I done tried,
right?
I'm talking about everything from multi-level marketing to if I could tell the folk, I don't even know how many things I have tried that didn't work out. Dude, I will be here. We probably could do an hour show on that, and I can tell the people why they failed,
right,
and what not to do and how to do it, and to, to be profitable. But I'm just saying, men, just because you fail at something, a business that you tried, you succumb to the pressure and you got to close the doors, because you won't do it in integrity. You won't operate in integrity, and you won't doing it the way that you knew you supposed to been doing it. You was cutting corners, I'm just saying, if I had to sit, I could tell y'all some stories. But the thing is, what I learned to do is get back up. Like if I had just, because I got like 1, 2. This is the third one of mine, I think. Yeah, this is the third YouTube channel I got. Yeah, the first one didn't do too much at all because I didn't really understand YouTube. I didn't really do much with it. The second one did okay. And this one right here is booming. You know why? Because I went back to number 1.
Right.
And saw what I didn't do. Number 2 and saw what I didn't do and kind of compile all of them into number 3. And then Joel gave us a shot on the radio show, which we're on right now. Shout out to Joel and MBR. He gave us the shot up here, but it comes from, when he went and looked at our YouTube. It was like, man, y'all basically there. You just gotta, we tighten up a few things. That's it. Because I went back for the first one, which is Destiny Helper, and then the second one is Sleep Well Music for You, and then this Man Talk 130. And I just put all of them together.
And see, like you said, like you said, I think you said this earlier too. See, you could have been like, you did the first 2 shows, right?
Yeah.
Like when you first got your first 2 channels. Yeah. I went on then, but when you got your first 2 channels before Joel came in to help, like to put us in another direction, you could have been like, oh, don't worry about it, I got it, because I already did 2 channels before. But you, like you said, you listen.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta listen.
Yeah.
You gotta listen, man, to the dudes out there that got them harden their hearts and want to be mad at everybody. Psalms 34:18 said, the Lord is close to the broken heart and save those who are crushed in spirit. That means your brokenness is not the end of your story. Right. It's the place where you start healing and, and doing the things that you need to do to get back on track. Man, business ain't easy. Business ain't designed to be easy or everybody would be in it. It is not designed to be an easy thing or everybody and their mama would be in business. But what people find out when they get in it, this ain't easy. Just same thing what we're doing right now. Once that camera come on, it's totally different. Right. When you got, I don't know how many people watching you live, and you got people staring you in your face. Even some people, when they record, they record video, they can't even look at the camera because they think in their head, they thinking there's a million people looking back at them. I'm like, bro, you're recording. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Try doing this what we doing live when that camera goes.
Right. And then the white hot lights. And then like you said too, real quick, because I know we're getting close to the end, but
we're getting close.
Like you were saying too, like with the getting on live.
Yeah.
When you do your shows or whatever, don't be discouraged because you didn't get the viral numbers that you thought you was gonna get that particular day or any day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
True that.
Yeah.
And when you're in business, just because you got to shut down because you didn't plan it right, or the market is saturated, or you just don't have the right capital. Hey man, don't stop. Amen. Men don't stop. Women, and y'all support them. I understand. Now, let me say this. I ain't saying don't support a fool. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't support a fool, dog. I'm just saying, you got a track record of doing ignorant stuff. You ain't got to support that. But if he's out there and it's just he made some honest mistakes, he just said, you know what, I shouldn't have never switched my sauces. Now nobody don't like the pizza no more.
See.
Like I should have listened to you when you told me not to switch.
Right.
But I apologize. So and then you be like, you know what? Hey, you know what? Let's find another sauce. Even if we got to make our own sauce, baby, we can do it. We can make our own sauce. You know what? And you pump something in, and he be like, you know what? We can make our own sauce. Next thing you know, that joke will be 2:00 in the morning. You come to bed. Well, I'm working on this sauce that you told me.
Exactly. Keep pushing.
There you go. You get 2:00 in the morning. He down there. Hey, come taste this. Like, boy,
Yeah.
put your tail in this bed. So, we hey, yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
until
sir.
next time, y'all. God bless. I hope y'all get something out of this. Men, we talking to y'all men.
That's
Y'all
right.
at front of the congregation this week. So till next time, God bless. And we out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.